What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKL Pugilism Boxing channel, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, put it on all, and you'll get notified straight away as soon as we drop any new material on this channel. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We've got recent news now of Derek Chisora. Now, Derek Chisora, I don't know who he's going to be boxing next. But the latest news on him is that he's now found a new management company. As many of you will know, boxing fans, Derek Chisora hooked up with David Haye. That was a weird one because David Haye, they'd fought in the ring. David Haye had knocked him out, and all those years later, they hooked up. David Haye became his manager. There were difficult times for them. Chisora was acting crazy in his prior to the Joseph Parker fight, which was his last bout, and I can just remember Haye saying he's a difficult guy to deal with because Chisora, he's eccentric, he likes to get his own way, he's a very unpredictable character, and now he's gone and obviously we know he's left David Haye now, and he's gone now to 258 Management, which is Anthony Joshua's management company, who also have guys like Lawrence Okoli on their books, and I believe they also have Joshua Buatsi. So they've got a couple of young fighters, and that's just literally to name two. And it's an interesting bit of news. Chisora, he's one of those guys that he's moved around quite a few different managers over the years and trainers and whatnot. He's had Dave Caldwell training him, Don Charles. He's been promoted by Frank Warren before. So Chisora, he's a guy that's been around the block, and I think he knows the business of boxing very well. So he's one of those guys that he's unpredictable, but the thing you can commend about Derek Chisora is that he always does what works for him and what's best for him, and what's going to sort of make him the most amount of money that he can make. He's definitely one of those fighters that you can respect because he understands that it's not about loyalty in this business. He understands that it's about going where is ultimately best for him and his career. He didn't just stick with one trainer. He moved around. He's one of those guys that he does what's best for him, and it tends to work out for him because he's a guy that, contrary to what guys like Floyd Mayweather will say about protecting the O and this new stuff that people talk about, where there's a lot of fighters who they'll think that, you know, losing your zero, losing a fight is the end of the world, and a lot of guys and even promoters and other, you know, fans may think, oh yeah, losing a fight is the end of the world, and if you lose a fight then you can't come back, blah blah blah. But Chisora, he's had several losses on his record. He's got 11 losses on his record, and in spite of those 11 losses, his last fight, I think against Parker, was I think it was on a pay-per-view card or something like that. So he's one of those guys that he's got an exciting style of boxing, and he's a guy that, as much as he's had his ups, he's had his downs, his wins, his losses, what he's got on his side is that he's got some die-hard fans on his side. He's kind of got the British public on his side. So he's a fighter that is blessed in this sense that he's still actually a draw. He's still somebody that you want to see box. You know, he's a guy that still has that style and that charisma. He can talk a good game as well. And he's a guy that you just want to see fight, because you know when you see Derek Chisora fight, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be all action. And he himself says that, look, it's either going to be me knocking you out or you knocking me out. So very exciting fighter is Derek Chisora. And him going to 258 Management is probably I would say a strategic move, because he'll know, right, AJ's on is the boss over there, so therefore he can be on Anthony Joshua's undercards. I don't know if I doubt he'll have a slot on the AJ Usyk card, but things going forward, maybe the next AJ fight, he'll be on the card, and I think it's one of them where he knows where the grass is green. He knows that AJ's a superstar in the sport, so by him attaching himself to Joshua, to his management group, obviously it's going to present a lot of opportunities. So you never know. You might be able to get a Parker rematch. There's a lot of doors that will open up now for him. Not that many are sort of close to him at all. He's a guy that's always getting fights no matter what. So we'll see what happens to Derek Chisora. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about this move? Do you think him leaving David Haye and then going to Anthony Joshua's 258 management group, is it a good move? Is it a bad move? Let me know your thoughts. I think it's a pretty good move. I think it's a move that'll work. He's attaching himself to someone who's a massive draw, and I think it should open up good opportunities for him, because he might be able to now fight on Sky, because Joshua, he's got his fight Sky box office and whatever, so it might allow him to bridge a gap even between Sky and DAZN and be able to do both. You never know on these things, but let me know your thoughts, and until next time, this is MKO Pugilism, over and out.